It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the football team, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Gibson here running out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing. Heineke. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Get in there, get what you want.
A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 8 coming up. Heineke to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, it's Heineke. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 14. Now Heineke. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He's got a man. Complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here, Heineke. He's going deep for Brown. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is all the way up past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Heineke's throw taken in by Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. 2nd and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Heineke. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there for the Niners.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Lance looking to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Heineke on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw is Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And just like that, it's third down. Now Heineke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
Come on, Nat.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 94 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pick up there. From the 29, Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Right there. 54 Mike.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing. Heineke. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. They juked him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Heineke to throw it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.